Have you ever felt like your mind is running all day and all night, chasing thoughts you don't want, worrying about things you can't control, and never letting you breathe for even one peaceful moment? If you've ever wished your mind had a pause button, then this story is for you. Believe that peace begins the moment you choose to let go. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling green hills and whispering trees, lived a young man named Hiro. Everyone in the village knew Hiro, not for his strength or for his wealth, but for his restless mind. His eyes were always searching for something, his thoughts always racing. He would think about things that happened years ago, then suddenly worry about things that hadn't even happened yet. His nights felt long, his days felt heavy, and no matter what he did, his heart never found peace. One evening, after a particularly exhausting day, Hiro heard whispers about a wise Zen master who lived high on a distant mountain, a master known for teaching even the most troubled minds how to find calmness and clarity. Something inside Hiro stirred. Maybe this was the answer he had been searching for. Without waiting another moment, he packed a small bag and began the long journey toward the mountain. The path was steep, rocky, and full of challenges, but Hiro's desire for inner peace pushed him forward. After days of difficult travel, he finally reached the top. There, in the middle of a small courtyard, surrounded by blossoming flowers and tall bamboo trees, the Zen master sat in perfect stillness. His eyes were closed, his presence soft yet powerful. Hiro approached him, bowed respectfully, and said, "Master, I've come seeking guidance. My mind never rests. I feel trapped inside my own thoughts. Please teach me how to find peace." The Zen master slowly opened his eyes, and a gentle smile spread across his face, as if he had been waiting for Hiro all along. "So, you wish to empty your mind," he said softly. "Very well. Come with me." He led Hiro to a large stone basin filled completely with clear water. Beside it lay a smaller bowl, so small it could barely hold a handful. The master picked up a wooden ladle, dipped it into the basin, and filled the small bowl. Then he handed both items to Hiro. "Your task," the master said, "is to empty this entire basin into the small bowl without spilling even a single drop." Hiro stared at the basin, then at the tiny bowl, and felt confusion rise inside him. How could such a huge basin fit into such a small space? But he had come too far to give up. He knelt down, took a deep breath, and began scooping the water. Each scoop was careful, slow, intentional. Yet, something strange happened. No matter how much water he transferred, the basin still looked full. Hours passed, the sun moved across the sky. Hiro's arms grew tired, his back ached, and his patience began to fade. His thoughts returned, loud, messy, and frustrating. "Why isn't this working?" he muttered. "Why can't I do this?" His mind grew even more restless, filled with doubts, fears, and disappointment. The Zen master watched quietly from a distance. When Hiro's frustration finally overflowed, the master walked to him and gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "Hiro," he said softly, "you are trying so hard to empty the basin that you have forgotten the first and most important step." Hiro looked up, confused and exhausted. "Master, what step?" The master smiled warmly. "To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Hiro blinked, unsure if he understood. "And how do I empty my mind?" The master replied. "Let go of every worry, release every fear. Stop thinking about how much is left to do. Stop worrying about doing everything perfectly. Be here in this moment. Focus only on the scoop in your hand, nothing else." Something inside Hiro softened. He closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and let his frustration melt away. When he opened his eyes again, everything felt different. Lighter, quieter, clearer. He dipped the ladle into the basin once more. This time, not forcing anything, simply flowing with the moment. And something magical happened. The water poured smoothly, effortlessly, as if it wanted to move. With each scoop, Hiro felt more calm, more present, more alive. His mind grew still. His heart grew quiet. Slowly, the basin that once seemed impossible to empty began to lower. Scoop by scoop, peace replaced pressure. Tranquility replaced tension. And finally, with one last gentle pour, The basin was completely empty. Hiro stared at it with disbelief and gratitude. He turned to the master, who smiled and said, "You see, Hiro, when you empty your mind, you allow life to work with you, not against you. When the noise fades, clarity arrives. When your thoughts rest, your soul can breathe." Hiro felt something shift inside his heart. Peace wasn't a place, or a secret, or a destination. It wasn't something the world had to give him. It was something he had to give himself. From that day on, Hiro carried the master's wisdom with him. Whenever his thoughts grew heavy, remember it. Let go, breathe, be present. And slowly, he learned that a quiet mind is not empty. It is full of peace. Let your mind rest, because a peaceful mind sees possibilities a stressed mind never can. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.